Yep, it's Holden. It's Keg. What's up, Kegger? How are you, buddy? Got to had to wake up early today after that nutty game last night. Absolutely crazy with the Bills and the Ravens. We got to preview Monday Night Football. We got the Bears and the Vikings. We got to recap what happened yesterday. But overall, yesterday, Kegger, it was a good day. We finished up.
Yeah, we finished up. It was an annoying ending to a good day, though. I'll say that. Unfortunately, the run out that we had in the last 8 minutes of that Sunday Night Football game, with the Ravens giving away a 14-point lead or 15-point lead, and then watching Josh Allen get that prop home for us, and then watch him kneel down to win the game for us to lose the prop. Terrible way to end a good day. But I mean, can't complain. Made about 3 units on the day. Would have been 7 and slightly more had we not dealt with that last night. But, it is what it is. We move on. We didn't lose money. We made money. It's all we could do.
Well, that's the problem here at Nuke the House. Like, if we don't make a lot of money, we're disappointed.
That's true.
A little money is not all. That's great. That's fine.
That's true. A lot of people would say, oh, I made 3 units in week 1 of the NFL season. I'm thrilled. Can't wait to go into week 2. For me, that is not really how it goes for us.
I'm not happy either. I'm not happy. We got to make it up tonight and then really have a big week. I will say this, though. I went back. I thought about this. If Josh Allen could have lost 3 yards and then gotten those 3 yards back.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on, dude. I got to tell you, I haven't laughed that hard in a while, in a long time. I mean, your brain just short circuits sometimes. What can you do? Sometimes, yeah. Yeah. Woo-wee. That was a good laugh, though.
Yeah. So those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, so like Stenberg says, Josh Allen just run backwards for 5 yards, so he can forward 7 yards.
100%.
I'm sitting here. We're doing the live show last night, and I'm just going through my mind. I'm like, they're at the goal line. I'm like, God, I hope Josh Allen goes back 3 yards so he can go forwards 3 yards, and we can go over this prop. And the guys look at me like, what in the hell are you talking about? I'm like, guys, it's week 1. It's okay. I got it under my belt now. We're into Monday Night Football. I'm sure a different mistake will be made tonight, but not that one.
I got a random message yesterday from somebody that I don't know on social media that said, your CEO doesn't know how to add. I said, thank you for that.
The funny part is I'm amazing at simple math, and anything else I'm horrible at.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man, it happens. What are you going to do?
It happens at least once a show with me, so we'll have fun. We're going to have fun. But let's get into Monday Night Football then. Let's do this because Minnesota and the Bears, this one's in Chicago, and Minnesota is actually favored, which is a little interesting to me. Minnesota -1, -1.5, depending on where you shop. 43.5 is the total. I saw it as high as 44.5 over the weekend. It's settling in at 40. So let's just go Minnesota -1.5, 43.5 total. We got JJ McCarthy in his first start tonight. We've got Caleb Williams year 2. He needs to get off to a good start to stop any of the questioning that's going to surround him. I'm not really sure what to think of either one of these defenses until we get a little bit of data on it. I know the Vikings have a good pass rush. I got questions about their secondary. Chicago, we'll see about them as well. First game for Ben Johnson as the Bears head coach. Just some initial thoughts on this game tonight. I gave you the side, the total. There's some props I want to get into you with, but what are you thinking right now?
I have no real opinion on the total. I guess it's probably right. If you look at our power rankings for week 1, I basically had Minnesota a 1.5 point favorite on a neutral. So that would make this game probably, let's say I would say the Bears right now are probably average home field, which is a little bit more than 1.5 points. So I would say that this game should probably be a pick right now. It should probably be a coin flip, -110, no line. So at that point, I would probably lean Bears, especially in this kid's first start on the road. I would probably say that the side, if you were going to take it, is the Bears. Do I like that good enough to bet it right now? Not at the moment. but I would say lean Bears. No real opinion on the total. Feels about right to me.
So I wonder if like one team gets out in front then, and we're getting a 4.5. Do we just back the other side? Is it as simple as that going into this game? Or could things just completely change where you see some issues on one side of the ball and say, all right, forget about it. We're not going to worry about the side.
I think my goal would be if Minnesota scores early in this game, maybe we hop on the Bears. If it's more than a field goal, it would probably be what you think 4.5.
4.5 is what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, 3.5 to 4.5. Like maybe I wouldn't mind that if we can get that, or maybe if there is a quick score tonight, I could see us potentially liking the under too, if that line goes up. But I just don't know what to expect from this kid. I am not high on JJ McCarthy. I know a lot of people are, especially some that I respect in the industry. Yeg watched every game with me, and like he's fully prepared to die on the hill that JJ McCarthy is going to be a garbage can, trash can quarterback. And I don't know if I'm quite there, but I don't think he's going to be what people hope he's going to be, especially my dear friend Jonathan Bravo. So yeah, I just don't know. I would say my initial reaction is back the quarterback that has NFL experience at home as an underdog, rather than laying points in a first road start, in a first career start. So that's where I'm at side and total wise in this game.
So I'll bring up a couple of things that I unearthed this morning, and I want you to know what Keg's words mean. So first of all, that's a horrible bet. That means it's probably the worst bet in the world. Second of all, I don't mind that means that's a shit bet. And then I'm going to tell you, which probably won't happen ever. So I throw these two things out. First, there's actually 3 bets. I like Jordan Mason tonight.
You know what? I kind of do too, actually.
Okay. So that's kind of weird.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So he's at 37.5. And Jordan Mason is a guy that we watched with the Niners last year. Now, is he going to be as successful in this offense? We'll find out. But we got a 31-year-old Aaron Jones. We got Mason, who's extraordinarily explosive. Didn't he average 5.2 yards per carry last year?
He was phenomenal when he played.
He's a stud.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Sure. I look at his carry prop. One book had it at 8.5. It got bet up to 9.5. Another book had it at 10.5. Got down to about 9.5. If he is going to get 10 carries, I think he's going to get 40 yards.
What did the number open? Do you know his yards and carries?
I don't think the 37.5 moved that much. I'm going to look that up for you right now.
I agree, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm going to assume that Aaron Jones is the number one. He's going to get the majority of the carries, right? But I do think it's worth noting that his number is only 10 yards above about what Jordan Mason's number is. And just playing this through in my head, if you want to get a rookie quarterback comfortable in his first start on the road, are you not going to run the football a ton? I kind of agree with where you're at. I would just hate to bet that number, watch it drop live because he doesn't get any early run. And then we could have got a better number during the game. Would be my only concern.
All right. So I used a free bet on it. And then if you decide to go in on it live, I'll double dip and probably throw a full unit on it, but it opened at 31.5. What is that? 3 weeks ago, quickly bet up to 40.5, dropped to 37.5. This is FanDuel, and now 39.5. I got it at 37.5 this morning. Now it's 39.5, 38.5.
It opened 31.5. You said?
Yeah.
Well, you know me. You already know. I can't bet that.
But that was 2 weeks ago.
I can't bet that.
Okay.
I can't. And then we're gonna have to. That number's gonna have to come down for us for
okay.
Me to get on.
When it came back, it was 40.5, and now it's sitting at 38.5, 39.5. 365 has a 38.5. So you're not going to bet that anyways. That's fine.
I am not, but I can see myself getting behind your play live.
And I'm absolutely 100% great with that. So that's the first Jordan Mason thing that I was looking at. The second Jordan Mason thing, okay, well, who are the running backs in this game? So maybe McCarthy or Williams could run for 40 yards, 50 yards at a ceiling.
Yes.
You've got Aaron Jones, who I do not see having a big number in this game. And then DeAndre Swift, who has just never panned out to the guy that I thought he would be. Like, he came out of college. He was supposed to be the next RB1, like the stud running back. He's nothing special.
I
Nothing.
don't disagree. I don't
So
disagree.
who does that leave? That leaves you with Jordan Mason. Like, Jordan Mason could run for 70 yards tonight and be the game's leading rusher at plus 360.
He could.
So I threw a little dabble down on that. Okay?
I don't hate it. I'll be honest. Like I could see myself betting something like that.
I don't hate it as different than I don't mind it. I don't mind it as that's a shit bet. I don't hate it as okay. I don't hate it. And then the other one, and I want to ask you about some betting theory here. So if I'm betting a plus 360 on DJ Moore to lead the game in receiving yards, is
Right.
that a market where we should be going in with more than one guy to do that? Because here's the path for DJ Moore again. All right, let's just say Justin Jefferson doesn't go bananas. Jordan Addison's not there. Maybe Hawkinson has a big game. On the other side, what do we got? Colston. We got Roma Dunzi. And we got DJ Moore, who is he is not the de facto. He is the number one wide receiver. And to me, this dude's just unstoppable. I don't know why people don't talk about DJ Moore as being such a stud as he is enough. So at 360 on DJ Moore, is it worth taking another shot on another player at 2-1 or better? Or do you just ride it out with a 360 there?
Well, I mean, looking at the odds, there is no other player really. I mean, like JJ is plus 115 to lead the game, which is a very tough number to bet for a rookie quarterback in his first start on the road. Like, I don't know how you get behind that bet at plus 110. So, like, I see where you're going. The problem is, like, would it shock you if it was Hawkinson at plus 750?
No.
Would it shock you if it was Loveland at 22-1? I mean, like, Rome could always show up. I agree with you. I do think that DJ Moore is the number one on that team, and he should get the most looks. So, I mean, if I was going to make one bet, I guess that would probably be the guy that I would get behind. But I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that somebody, like, it's bombs away somebody to lead this game. Like Zacchaeus, it gets out at 25-1. Like, I mean, there are some big numbers. Even DeAndre Swift, he's 75-1, bro. Like, what if he catches 5 balls and somehow gets 70? I mean,
like James Cook last night.
Yeah. Or McCaffrey had what, 90 in that game if it wasn't for my boy that got it done for us yesterday, Pearsall.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would not. I would say to you, if you're going to bet that, I would. What did you bet? A unit on it?
No, it's a half unit.
A half unit.
Yeah.
So I would like take another half unit and probably take a shot at a couple bombs,
like a Swift or a
like a Swift or a Hawkinson or a Loveland. Yeah, probably what I would do.
Okay, I got that. That's written down. Good stuff. Good times. So those were the two things that I was looking at pretty heavy today. And these are bets that I never would have looked at if I wasn't with Keg. Like, these are bets that now my process is getting better where I'm just running down the whole board on like 6 books. So I think it's good, and it's good to run it past a guy like Keg. And if you get in our Discord, you can ask Keg and the rest of our guys what they think about a betting process, a bet, etc. All you got to do is go to nukethehouse.com. nukethehouse.com/pricing, as Maddie has put in there. Use the code NFL40. You'll get 1 free week plus 40% off your first payment. We're jacking the price up after September. So you're going to want to get in right now at $59.99 a month because that number is going up. So if you get in now, free week, 40% off your first payment, NFL40. Let's see here. We've got Colston Loveland, 4 catches plus 160. Do I smash it, Kegger?
Here's the problem. I shit the bed on this Loveland kid already because in the contest that I got sucked into, um,
You
I
didn't get sucked into it.
I got bamboozled. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. Um, my play for tonight in that competition was like Loveland over 16.5, I think, receiving yards. And now that number is 25.5. I should have snapped at that when I saw it. I'm an idiot. So do I think he can get 4 balls at plus 160 tonight? I do. I think he's very good. If you watched him at Michigan last year, that kid is a stud. So yeah, I mean, he has the potential to be the next, Travis Kelce if he has a quarterback that can get him the football. So yeah, I mean, I like him a lot. I do think he can grab 4 balls. I don't really mind. I don't like to pay minus 135 juice on player props. But that 2.5 receptions was like minus 135. I mean, that's a steep price. I would probably take the shot on 3.5 receptions at plus, what is it? Plus 160, he said.
I think that was 3.5.
Yeah, I would probably. I'd rather take the shot on the 3.5 at plus money than take the shot on 2.5 and lay $1.35. Is what I would say there. I'll be watching him live. I can't bet that bad number now, but if he gets off to a slow start, I could definitely see myself getting on him.
Yeah, the other thing about Loveland, it's really weird because I'm looking at unabated right now. I want to see if the line has changed a little bit. So Colston Loveland over 2.5 receptions minus 26 at FanDuel. Over 3.5 is 188 plus 188.
That's better. I would probably bet them both
if you were going to go in on it.
Yeah, I would probably bet a unit on over 2.5 receptions and a half unit on 3.5 if I was going to bet that.
Yeah, Stenberg, I don't know what book you're looking at right now, or if you only have Hard Rock because you're
he does.
In Florida.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is then. He's screwed because he's in Florida, but there is a 188 sitting out there for an extra catch. Yeah, how did you guys? So let's just go back to yesterday. We're watching a Colts game. You're like, all right, Warren, this guy's going to tear it up. So what was the breaking point for you to back Warren? And is there anything we can apply from that going into tonight for Loveland?
Well, I mean, when you see a first drive, and what did he have? 4 targets on that opening drive,
yes.
And he went 3 for 43. Mm-hmm. I mean, that first drive told us a lot about that football game, and he ended up getting over for us easily. And actually, I think we hit 4 out of 5 props in that game. And one thing that people have to take a look at, if you want a little live betting player prop theory, which it works consistently for us all the time. When a team is up 20-0 and there are 4 minutes left in the second quarter and there is an entire half of football to play, you would be amazed how low the numbers are on the wideouts and the quarterback that is up 20-0. Like at one point, all Jones had to do in the second half to get over the number that he had in the first half was throw for 50 yards. It doesn't matter if you're up 20-0. You still have to throw the football in this league. You just can't run every single play. And he got there easily. And if Miami just had a pulse yesterday, who they looked like the worst team in football by a country mile, not even close. Yesterday, they didn't even try. I mean, it was embarrassing. If you can't get your guys up to play in week 1, bro, you are drawing dead. Mike McDaniel, he's done. He's gonzo gone. A few more efforts like that in Miami, and I guarantee you he will be the first coach to get fired this year. 100%. So yeah, I mean, if they just had a pulse for us, Daniel Jones would have got the 100 in each half. We ended up being 20 yards short, I believe, and that number was what, plus 250. So in the same vein, there were Colt wideouts in the first half when they were up 20-0 that only needed 16 receiving yards to get over their number. That is a no-brainer bet, an automatic bet. So, yeah, it worked like it consistently works. We were able to go 4 for 5 in that game, and we almost touched them all. But unfortunately, Miami just didn't have a pulse for us.
I thought what Xavier Howard said yesterday, he's now a corner with the Colts, but he played with Tua for all of Tua's career down in Miami, except for last year. He goes, we knew when Tua gets the ball out pretty quick, it's okay. But once we take away his first read, it's panic mode. And that's what it looked like. It looked like it was just total panic mode. And Tyreek Hill hasn't had a 30-yard reception since week 1 of last year. Is Tyreek Hill just not the same guy anymore? What's going on with him?
I think it's the relationships on the team. They're all broken. I don't think that him and Tua are good. I don't think that most players in that locker room are good with the coach. I just think that it's time. It's time for a coaching change for sure.
After 1 week, I'll give him another 4 weeks.
I'm with you. I don't disagree with that. It's hard to look as bad as they did last week or yesterday again. But the leash is going to be short. Is he the favorite right now?
Yeah, he's been the favorite the whole offseason to get fired.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, then that makes sense. I didn't even know that. So I mean, that makes sense.
Thanks for watching YouTube Shorts. So that's one thing. Like, are we talking about let's fire Dan Campbell after that yesterday? No, we're not.
No.
Say this again. I think Ben Johnson was the key behind that offense. I think Aaron Glenn was great on that defense. He doesn't have either one of those guys. I don't know if Ben Johnson's going to be a good head coach. I don't know if Aaron Glenn's going to be a good head coach, but I know they're great coordinators. And Campbell has to turn that around fast. You can't have another performance like that.
I mean, the Packers defense looked phenomenal. I mean, Gary looked great. Van Ness looked great. And everybody forgets that Jordan Love wasn't healthy last year for basically the entire year. They are going to be very good if they stay healthy this year. They should be the favorite to win the North after what we watched yesterday. And on the flip side of the ball, the Lions look like like what you just said. They looked like they were missing Ben Johnson yesterday bad. It's hard to ignore the fact that, it's week 1 and it's on the road against a division rival. So I think you have to give some type of leeway from what you saw yesterday. But they need to run the foot. When Jahmyr Gibbs has 9 carries in a game, you are shitting the bed in terms of a scheme. The kid is a generational talent. It boggles my mind. It is almost a fireable offense that kid had 9 carries.
Here's the interesting thing about that, though. Last year, he had 52% snap rate on first and second down, right?
Right.
Well, Montgomery was up there. Yesterday, he had 70% of the early down snaps. So he's obviously, at least for one game, is taking the job over for that first and second down. It's just that they didn't go to him enough. But the future is still bright for Jahmyr Gibbs. If you just look at the first game and you look toward the end of last year, he's about to take that backfield over. Like,
I hope you're right. Like, what are we waiting for?
I think we saw it yesterday. I think they waited last year and then we saw it yesterday. He just didn't perform and he didn't get the ball enough.
But I don't even think, did he even finish the game with more carries than Montgomery?
I got the snap rate. I don't have the carry rate. I'll get that up for you in a second.
I don't even think he had more carries in the game than Montgomery. And at that point, what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know why he's out on the field more if he's
Montgomery had 11 carries and Gibbs
he had 9?
Had 9. Yeah. I mean, that is just, I don't get it, man. I just don't understand.
Neither one of them, but he did have 10 catches. Here again, 31 yards.
Yeah, that I'll tell you, what was his number? Like 31 and a half receiving.
Right
That's
there.
A bad beat. If that number was 31 and a half, which I kind of feel that was the number I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is a bad beat. When you get 10 balls, 10 targets, you catch every single one and you can't get over the number. That's a tough one.
No, I think this is a great point, Jared, that you bring up. Who put the coaches in a position to succeed? Campbell, Ben Johnson? Did he hire Aaron Glenn? Now you want to throw him in the trash. I don't want to throw the coordinators in the trash after one game. What I'm saying is the ultimate responsibility lands on the head coach. And it's a week league, and we're going to overreact to everything after week one.
True.
And if we're overreacting to things, then Dan Campbell doesn't look like he knows what the hell he's doing. And we already say he's a dumbass for making a lot of the decisions that he makes on fourth down or whatever, right? But now it's like magnified because they got their butts kicked and he didn't have Ben Johnson.
The one thing that, like, you're right, because week one is normal, just overreacting in week one. I guarantee you at the end of the year, when you go back and look at this game, the Packers defense is going to finish the year, in my opinion, probably in the top 5. I think they have a top 5 defense. And this game, in my opinion, will be a lot easier to take for Detroit fans come the end of the year, because I really do think that the Packers are as good as anybody in football. They're not that far off, man. I think I had them. Where did I have? I had them 6th in the PR behind Baltimore, the Eagles, the Bills, Detroit, and KC. So I mean, and that's going to change obviously after week one. Normally takes me about 4 weeks to get it really locked in. Yeah, Packers. Just about as good as anybody in football. I don't think Lions fans could be that upset about what they saw, but I would be, as a fan of this team, apoplectic about the fact that that kid only had 9 carries in the game yesterday. It's
this is like the NFC North show that we're doing here. But Josh Jacobs, 9 straight games with a touchdown. His pre-flop number is -163 to get in the end zone. We don't talk about this guy enough. We just don't.
Yeah.
Remarkable.
He's solid. I mean, he did have 20 carries and only had 66 yards.
He gets in the box, man. It's just like, it reminds me of LaDainian Tomlinson. He is not LaDainian Tomlinson, but you just knew when the ball was inside the 5, he was going to score. He just finds a way to get in.
I think people are going to be very surprised about how good this team is this year, because when this kid is healthy, he is the real deal at quarterback. Jordan Love is the real deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Keg uses apoplectic quite a bit. So that's all I'll say.
That's a great word. I mean, that is such an underrated word. People need to use that word more.
It's not easy to say, apoplectic, but yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite smart guy word, but that's fine. So let me do the spiel again. Like button would be great. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got a new YouTube channel that will be fully operational by Sunday. Although this lady just won't call me back. She's hit me back. She's driving me nuts, Keg. I might have to get you on this to say some really mean things to her. Anyways.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go for it.
I tried very hard to get my dear friend George Riley Panagakis on the show today.
Oh boy.
And he told me that he appreciates the offer. He was not in the mood because he had a tough day yesterday. But he said he will be on in the future one Monday to come and, chop it up with us about the weekend that was.
So what week does he have his first winning week? And that's when we can expect.
I'm not sure. But you know what?
At 4.5, week 4.5.
Everybody was breaking his balls about how bad it was, and then I said, I think I picked Miami in the Nuke the House Super Contest, and then I went to check, and I did pick Miami in the Nuke the House Super Contest. So I was nobody to talk.
Yeah.
Hey man, I think we got a decent number of people in that free competition for anybody to pick up a free nickel at the end of the year.
I think that's nice. Anyways, we got a new YouTube channel that we're starting up, NTH Sports Picks. NTH Sports Picks. We're not going to remove everything from our current YouTube channel, but we'll be moving a lot over there. So if you're going to subscribe to a channel, go to NTH Sports Picks, and that's us. And we're going to try and build that out a little bit. I don't think YouTube like this using bets and betting and all that and songs. So we're over there. We're over here still, and we'll get that taken care of. But if you want to sign up for the site, let's go. It's still week 1. nukethehouse.com/pricing. Sign up for any plan. You'll get 1 free week, 40% off your first payment. Right now, a week is $19.99. A month is $59.99. A year is $599.99. At the end of the month, all those are going up. Lock yourself in right now. Get in there. Let's go. nukethehouse.com/pricing. Use code NFL 40.
Two comments to address. Jared said, please address live betting is for junkies comment. When he comes on, I will do that for sure. This is just so absurd. Like Holden just thinks like we'll just make a call and just get Des Bryant on the show. Like, hey Des, man, can you come hang out with us for an hour?
But I can.
Okay.
Not for an hour, but for like 10. So you got to tell the people what happened. I did not know that I had gotten you signed up in Des Bryant's contest until last night, until you told me. I didn't even know I had a conversation with Johnny about him telling me that I signed him up for the contest.
Oh, you've been going, to be fair, you've been going through it the last month. So, I mean.
What do you mean going through it?
You got a lot of shit going on in your life right now.
It's, yeah. I sang lullabies to my wife today and put her to sleep. That was kind of nice. That's where we are in life. But Keg, in all seriousness, so Des Bryant's on Twitter and he goes, I got a contest coming up. I'm trying to find some really sharp cappers. So I filled out the form. I just said, yeah, here's what we are. This is how much we're up. My name's, Keg McKeggerson and da-da-da-da-da. And all of a sudden last night, you tell me that he actually accepted it and you won the biggest bet on his contest last night.
We did win the biggest bet on the Sunday pick yesterday. Correct. True. Ricky Pearsall got it done for us, man. And now, do we know what is up with Kittle?
So I was going to make a seamless transition into this, and this is a good way to do it. So Kittle's out likely 2 to 3 weeks. Jennings, we're going to see if he's out again because he screwed his shoulders up. So it's interesting because remember FanDuel came out and they said, we're going to give you the injury bet protect. If your player that you bet on gets hurt in the first quarter, we'll give you a free bet.
Right.
Well, Kittle got hurt and Worthy got hurt in the first quarter. So you didn't see the whole thing on X. Oh, FanDuel, you should refund my money. At least it shut them up for a little bit until their player gets hurt in the second quarter, and then they'll be up on it again. But Kittle ain't going to be playing. And Jennings, we'll see. He has a shoulder issue. And I know who was it? Tanji, the backup tight end yesterday went bananas.
Right.
Just nuts. But they're going to jack up these numbers on. We're not getting Pearsall in the 40s again this year. It's over.
Yeah. I have so many thoughts about like that like get your money back. I've been betting sports for 33 years, dude. I just come from a different school where when you make a bet, you have to consider that money is lost until it comes back to you. That's it, period. So these fucking people that complain about, can I get my money back? Hey, if you want your money back, then leave it in the fucking bank. Don't hit the button. Like these people that cry about it, it's just like, man, I used to deal with people that would have hung you off the side of a fucking building when they didn't get their money. Like it's just like there are so many people that Yake says this all the time. We don't even know what the damage that's being done, like to all these 18-year-old kids that are just betting their entire life away. It's going to be bad. Like down the line, like there's going to be an entire generation of people that are just fucked because like they just keep taking their money, bet your 9-10 same game parlay, get it in, make sure like I don't know. We need to go back to the old way, my friend. That's
when you go back to Pearsall real quick. When was the last time you saw, and I'm sure it happened a lot last year. When was the last time a guy went from like 20 yards, his receiving prop went up 20 yards because the Niners are playing the Saints. It's in a dome. Pearsall is now the number one target. Him and CMC are the number one target, right? If we're what was it, 46.5 for Pearsall?
We bet it at 39.
Okay, 39.5 for Pearsall. Is this going to be 59.5 next week?
It's probably going to be
54.
You know what he closed at?
The number I gave you is what I thought he closed at.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to be probably 54.5, I would think, next week at open, somewhere around there.
Okay.
He opened at 39. No, he opened at 41, then went down to 39 and then
close
went up.
to 42.5.
Okay. I'm not Yeah, it's probably going to be about 10 yards, I would think. I'm not convinced that he's going to be the number one. What I think is Jawan Jennings fucked off all camp because he wanted more money, had nothing to do with an injury. And it's going to take him a few weeks to get going. And once he gets in a groove, he will be the number one. But I still think you're going to be able to count on Ricky Pearsall to have those games where he might get you 100. But, he's probably going to be a 50, 60, 70 type guy. I do think that Jennings will eventually be the number one. Now, who they signed who? Somebody said the 49ers just signed Bourne today.
Kendrick Bourne.
Okay. Yeah,
that tells me that Jennings is in some trouble. That's what that says to me. If you're going to go out and sign a receiver, then that's the guy. So Kendrick Bourne, 1 year, $5 million. Yes.
Well, I know that Shanahan was not very happy with how all that stuff went down with Jawan Jennings, and he made no bones about it. Like they were not happy with how it went down. I mean, Meyer and I are just a believer in Ricky Pearsall. We think if you give the kid the looks, he's really good and he could break a game open. And it was no shock to us. The only where I shit the bed yesterday, where I screwed up, I went over his number 60 plus, and then I went 4, 5, 6 receptions. What I should have done was just bet his reception number, and I should have went 70, 80, 90. And that's where I made my mistake. But we were able to get his number. We did bet him live again during the game. We did get his reception prop, the original number home, and then the 60 plus was like plus 230. So we did very well, but I knew he was going to nuke yesterday. And I just bet it the wrong way. We should have made a lot more money on that bet than we did. But all in all, I'm happy with how it went, but we could have made a lot more. We will be on Ricky Pearsall a lot this year, just to let everybody know.
Good. So just a couple of notes I'm going to throw out there. I got one more thing, and then we'll let you get to studying up for tonight's show, which we will be live at 8:10 Eastern time. Live broadcast for the Vikings and the Bears Monday Night Football. Right here, we'll be live betting it. Okay, that's the first thing, 8:10 Eastern time. Second, here's just some numbers I found that were really interesting. Did Joshua Allen really have 251 pass yards in the fourth quarter last night?
Did he really?
How is that possible? I got sent that by my friend. He's like, Josh Allen had 251 yards. So I looked it up, and I couldn't do the simple math. That was my problem. He had 251 passing yards in the fourth quarter in all seriousness.
That's unbelievable. I just don't. How does Baltimore lose that game? How do you?
Derrick Henry, he fumbled the ball. Again, we love Derrick Henry. He's one of the greatest running backs in the history of the game. And for all the great things he did last night, that fumble, that was the backbreaker. That fumble was unacceptable, and he'd be the first one to say it to you.
Yeah, it's such a shame that you got to say that. You're not wrong. You're not. I mean, the guy, he ran for 180 yards. He's a top 5 running back all time.
Yep.
But yeah, he did he gave that game away for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, that it's just such a tough look to take that L. I mean, oh my God.
Yep. I mean, that killed us.
Also, one note about the Giants. What are we doing? Why is Russell Wilson the quarterback?
I was just about to bring that up. Good job.
What are we doing?
They don't want to kill Jackson Dart yet. I don't get it. Here's what I would say, just from being in the business for so long and knowing how front offices think. We gave this guy a ton of money. We got to play him. And that's it. It doesn't matter that the team has a better chance of winning with somebody else. We gave this guy the money, therefore he started.
If
he looks like that again, you can't keep running him out there. He's been washed for 2 years, 3 years.
I just don't understand what you have to gain by Russell Wilson being the starter in New York. Like you need to put the guy on the field that will give you the best chance to win, right? Mm-hmm. Can you say for a certainty that Russell Wilson is the guy right now that will give you the best chance to win? I can't say that.
They think that after watching Jackson Dart, I guess.
We know how this is going to play out. Dable will have to go to the kid to try to save his own job at some point, right?
Yep.
And at that point, he has to hope that the kid is good and he didn't make the move too late. If I'm the coach of that team, I probably give Russell Wilson the next start, and he's on a short leash. I mean, the dude went 17 for 40. 17 for 40. I mean, come on, man. Now, to be fair to Russ, he has one guy to throw the football to. And that's why how many targets did Neighbors have? Like 13?
And Neighbors still got pissed off at him because he couldn't throw it to him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing that I kind of feel bad about. He does only have one guy to throw the football to. But I don't know, man. Like, when you look at how Dart looked in the preseason, I just don't know how you can have that kid sitting there. And I loved him in college. So I think that he's starting by week 4, I'll say.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have this conversation again next week where he sucks. They say, okay, start again. And then after week 3, if he poops the bed, it's over. He did run, Russell ran, but it's just not enough.
And you know, the defense gave them a shot. I mean, Washington's got a good offense. If you can hold that team to 20 points, you basically did your job. Like, it's up to the offense to win that game for you. And yeah, I mean, they were just atrocious.
So yesterday you won us a couple bets. You bet Jackson Smith and Jigma live. You bet Zay Flowers pre-flop. Wide receiver leaders in target share percentage. So the percentage of targets going to a certain player. This is insane. Smith and Jigba had 56.5% of the targets go to him. So I feel like Sam Darnold feels comfortable with the guy. Zay Flowers was next, 47.4%. Hollywood Brown, 41%. Garrett Wilson, 41%. Keep an eye on that. CeeDee Lamb, 38. Puka, 38. Drake London, 35.7. And then Bucky Irving had a 62% route participation. So he's out there. We might have to go back and look at him in the passing game depending on what the actual number is, because his target share was still over 13%. But 1 week, I get it, but JSN, Flowers, Garrett Wilson, arrows pointing way up, and we got to see if Hollywood Brown continues to get the targets that he got in week 1.
I mean, JSN is just that guy. Like, I think we bet him 10 weeks in a row last year, and I think we hit 9 out of 10 weeks. He hit his number. I mean, that kid, I could get that kid 100 yards. Even me. All you got to do is throw the ball up. The kid is an absolute stud. So, I mean, yeah, what do you go, 9 for 124? He's just that guy. He's going to be the number 1 guy. He's going to get a ton of targets. Doesn't matter if it was Geno throwing the ball, Sam Darnold throwing the ball. He's still getting his 100. And yeah, I mean, we're going to be on him for sure. Well, we got on him live. That might not be the case. Like, I'm sure there are going to be weeks where we're on him early in the week. But yeah, we got on him live. He did the job.
Darnold went 16 for 23.
Only threw for like 150 though, right?
Exactly 150. Smith and Jigba got 124 of his 150 yards.
Yeah. I mean, who else is he going to throw the ball to?
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, really?
Elijah Arroyo.
Cooper Kupp's he's not Cooper Kupp anymore.
No, he's the shell of Cooper Kupp. We don't have time to get into Aaron Rodgers. I got to get you out of here so you can get ready for tonight's game. But I want to show one more thing here. So all of the people in the industry seem to know who Sean Perry is. I have no idea who this guy is.
Crumb.
Okay. Hey, Benson, our boy Jeffrey Benson over at Circa. How much more do I got to win until I shut you guys down? I'll give you $1,000 discount for an early payment. I'm up 27-13, but it's already over. $200,000. So I was a little upset about Josh Allen last night. This guy blew $200,000, and then he started talking shit. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot talk your shit until the game is over. First of all, you could mush yourself. That's real. That's real. Now,
I don't believe it.
Yeah, Matt says the same thing to me, bro. I'm superstitious.
Yeah.
Don't mush me ever. I hate it. But Aaron Rodgers, first time he threw for 4 touchdowns and no interceptions in 4 years. Here's what I'll say. he looked a lot better down the stretch last year than he did the first half of the year in New York. And it looked like he was finally starting to get healthy. Now, was he vintage Aaron Rodgers? No, but you could start to see it like slowly coming back. Yesterday, he looked like Aaron Rodgers. He was phenomenal, man. I mean, and I feel bad for Justin Fields and Breece Hall because they did everything they can do. They scored what, 34? How many?
Garrett Wilson too.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson was phenomenal. Hall carried that team. I mean, what more do you want Justin Fields to do in his first start with a team? He did everything he could do. That defense they were awful. They were awful. Aaron Rodgers looked like Aaron Rodgers. And, I thought DK Metcalf, this was going to be a bad year for him. He looked spry yesterday, man. He looked pretty good yesterday.
Pretty good. I'll also say this. It's been 2 years since the Achilles rupture for Rodgers. And for a quarterback, he's elderly. He's an elderly. So it doesn't shock me. I still don't know how much he has left. But yesterday he had a lot left in the tank. So that for everybody thinking that the Steelers are going to lose every game.
That is an insane stat.
From Tyler. Fields 0-25 on opponents score more than 21 points.
But you know what, man? That's not his. I mean, like he did. Like he did everything he needed to for them to win that game. It's not on him.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic though about how that offense looked. I mean, how did you think they looked? They looked pretty good yesterday.
The Jets?
Yeah.
Yes. I told you I was playing DFS yesterday. The optimizer kept spitting out Daniel Jones and Justin Fields. I'm like, I'm going to lose a ton of money today. What are we doing here? And AI just knows a lot better than us. They both went nuts. And Justin Fields was running. I don't know how often he can do this. I do know that the Steelers are a top shelf defense. But whatever that staff did for Justin Fields yesterday worked. Just keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
Go to Garrett Wilson 1,000,000 times. Go to Breece Hall 1,000,000 times. Run, and let's hope that works.
The only thing that I could say about Pittsburgh, that offense, that was not good. You cannot run the football 20 times and get 50 yards. That's gross. Really gross. Oh, also one note about Bucky Irving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I fully priced in how much Tristan Wirfs means to that line.
Ooh.
Like he is a all-pro left tackle. There's just no doubt about it. That kid is a stud. He was not in that game, and Bucky couldn't do shit. He could barely get out of his own way. So that does worry me. It does.
They did call it an emergency offensive line during the game. I had it up because I was watching Bucky a little bit, trying to root that one home. And they're like, it's an emergency offensive line. Yeah, worse. It was big, but I still, again, we're not jumping off ship for Bucky.
No, but the number's probably going to go down.
Bring it. I think the receiving numbers will probably even be better. And Ibuka went nuts last week. They put Evans in the slot.
Oh, Ibuka. Remember when we were talking, I said that kid, man.
Yeah.
He can be offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, he can.
He could.
Yeah, he could.
He looked great. He looked great.
He probably, when it's all said and done, looked like the best rookie yesterday. There might have been rookies to put up monster numbers too, but this guy, to me, looked like he was the best rookie. The most NFL-ready rookie.
Tampa Bay did not play well yesterday, and they still look like the best team in that division by a mile.
And that's not saying a lot, but it's true.
Right? Like, they didn't even look that good, and, I mean, I just don't see how they don't win that division.
The Saints are doomed.
They're the worst team in football by a mile.
Falcons are an 8-win team.
Probably.
It's Tampa Bay, man.
Yeah, agreed.
It's Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Because we're not even talking about the other team.
If they really start to get going, Tampa, I mean, they can make noise in the playoffs. I don't really disagree with that, Tyler. I could see where you're going there, but I just think the big difference is that you just can't say that Penix is anywhere near as good as Baker Mayfield right now. Baker Mayfield, he could be an MVP candidate. That's my only issue. Like, I do like Penix, loved the Washington. We nuked player props on that team when he was there, but I just think you got to take Baker.
Tyler, they set Baker's longest rush at 8.5 again. We're going right back to it. No, he's a white guy, so nobody thinks he runs. He's great. He's great. Every week he has a 10-plus yard run. He racks up yards. So you talk about Baker, people just think he sits back. No, he runs, man. He runs a lot. He runs a lot. Matt Jones thinks Pennick's going to be better. All right, buddy, go get ready for tonight's show. Live broadcast, Monday Night Football, Vikings and Bears in Chicago. Monday Night Football. That's an 8:10 kickoff for us. 8:15 real-time kickoff. 8:10 is when we will be live on the YouTube channel. Like button, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't signed up already, you can get in tonight for our pre-flop plays. nukethehouse.com/pricing. Sign up. We'll give you a free week and 40% off your first payment. This deal ain't going to stick around forever. I'll tell you that much. Kegger, I'm going to put it on the board so everybody can look at it right now. I miss doing this show with you. It was wonderful. Again, we'll catch you tonight, 8:10 Eastern, right here on the channel. Let's go nuke it.